Hello everyone. This will be my fourth attempt. I've got all the cards out here. This story just doesn't want to be told, or somebody doesn't want this story to be told, but I'm going to tell it. I'm just going to tell it. I'm going to do it. Please remember that as I do a read, I utilize the genders that are on the cards to help with ease and flow of storytelling. I in no way intend to disrespect anybody's sense of identity. Please do what you need to do with the genders to make the story work for you. Now, there's a lot of cards here, and I'm just going to tell the story like it is. So we've got judgment here. There's judgment being called. Who's calling the judgment is looking on the lighter side of life. They are not in fright. You've got a chicken here who is in poverty. And they're also in fear and anxiety because of this judgment. They were chasing after somebody else's life path, and whatever they've been doing or agreeing to or working up whatever little contracts or agreements with folks, they have unfinished business. They have unfinished business. This widower has been working with an old woman, and they are haughty. Yeah, bad attitudes. They're challenged by this King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, an abundant, disciplined, and generous leader. He is protective and he is an authority. He happens to feel that love, reciprocity, and freedom are important. Or it could just be that he believes that love and reciprocity are important and he has gained his freedom. But I think maybe he thinks freedom is important. There is a friend here of a mature woman, or it could be that this friend is a mature woman who had evidence of what this chicken did. And she shared it. This chicken is a magician who is trying to prepare his way forward on the back of this King of Pentacles. So he was trying to manifest power and extravagance from this King of Pentacles. He's in regret. He could have been doing things in a dark space. Well, yes, for sure, because in the outcome it's shadows. So he's been working in the shadows, trying to drive people's lives, but he was unable to successfully do that to this King of Pentacles. This chicken has been talking about a merchant about a sweetheart. Or maybe he set up a sweetheart deal with this merchant regarding this King of Pentacles finances, and he's in regret. And he's doesn't know what to do now. He's indecisive regarding a house. Like maybe he doesn't know where to live. Maybe he has nowhere to live. He's in a tower. Everything's falling apart. He wants to run away. He's sighing, deep sighs, because he's under adjudication for the toil and labor that he did, and there's going to be a change. He's worried, and he's dishonest. What's happening here, his challenger, this King of Pentacles, is making an appearance on his spiritual throne. He gained a victory over this. He's calling judgment, and justice is being served on behalf of families. This is the conclusion of game playing. We're going to consistency. This King of Pentacles has courage. He's very courageous. And he is soul searching. Look at this, what we got here. This is crazy. It's incredible. So you got a hermit here. So he's soul searching. Absent fathers. Who, it could be an absent father who is a priest. Or it could be absent fathers who were coached and trained by a priest to gain sudden wealth. They're facing confinement. Because what they would do is they would go in and they would marry a privileged lady, somebody with a great spiritual fortune. They would have a child with that person, and then they would leave. They would extract. Once they'd have a child, then they've developed the family tree, right? So they have entitlement to the wealth of that family tree, and then they leave. And they extract the spiritual wealth out of the feminine, and they leave her with no foundation, with no stability, with the child. Could be one, however many children. They leave, and they extract the spiritual inheritance out of that feminine and out of that child, and then they leave. And then so this King of Pentacles is shining a light on the souls of these absent fathers, and it's like, okay, how many households have your children in it? How many times have you done this? How much wealth have you stolen out of the feminine, the maternal line? How many absent fathers have done this and gone in, trained by this priest, to go in and drain the maternal line of her spiritual inheritance, and then leave the family there without any abundance, a protector, a foundation, or inheritance? They took it all, and they didn't care about anything. And we got an unexpected outcome here. These people, this absent father, priest, whatever you want to call this racket they got working up, they don't have any discipline. They have no discipline. The only discipline they have is this. And they're being martyred. They're being martyred. They're facing prison, and they're losing their sight. They can no longer look into the spiritual inheritance of women and see who it is that has it and who it is that they can go drain it out of. They've lost their sight. So they're being martyred, and this inheritance is going back to the maternal line. So the feminines that had these children to these absent fathers, their wealth is going to be returned to them, their spiritual inheritance that was stolen. And, she will be generous with that, with her child or children. It's going back into her family, her child, her lineage. She's not a false person. She is as she is. She made a vow to love. She is spiritually rich. She has the spiritual inheritance, which this priest doesn't have access to. He has no access to spiritual inheritance because he's not a spiritual person. There could be a new occupation here. There could be a need to take time out to think about this, because there are limitless potentials now with lots and lots of opportunity. Gaining your spiritual inheritance is going to afford you freedoms that you didn't have when you were struggling to just put food on the table for yourself and your family, keep a roof over your head without a foundation keeper. You're waiting. There is going to be growth in consciousness and awareness. There's going to be an official person announcing the news soon regarding love and its win over infidelity. This King of Pentacles believes in love. He thinks it's important. He thinks reciprocity is important. And these jackwagons coming in and impregnating somebody and then siphoning the freaking wealth out of that is just wrong, man. On so many levels. You have a wise guy here who's overwhelmed. This mask wearer. They're not happy here in the environment. This official person is making an announcement regarding love. This wise guy is all up in their thoughts. They're in regret. They're stuck in their imagination. They have a desire to reconcile. They're not relaxed. They're not able to relax. They're really upset about this. They're not in service to anybody, to the wife, to the child, to society, to anybody. They're not in service to anybody. This lover and his hoe bag, or her hoe bag, do whatever you need to do with the genders, caused so much damage, and they're feeling the pain of it right now. It's backfired. They're feeling it. They're being martyred. It's like, boom, on you. They caused so much damage to families and the family home, the family unit. Messing around with mental bodies, with minds, with lives. Having this weird fantasy of no responsibility and limitless partying and schwanking, whatever hole you can find. I don't know. Very quickly, we're having some different results. There will be a change. Those who lack empathy for others are receiving a message. This thief is receiving a message. Their values were all about money, and they've been working and living in the shadows. And the message is, very, very swiftly, there will be a change. And that's, and on the bottoms of the decks, let me give you those. On the bottoms of the decks, they need consolation. They're really upset about this thief. Everybody's talking about it. You know, they lived high on the hog for a long time, and now everybody's talking about it. They're in a nightmare. They're in a nightmare because they were collaborating with people against you, and now they want to compromise. They have a great idea. They had a great idea to curse you and cause you losses so that they could steal your blessing. They were mind reading and causing stress to people. People who, they were playing with people's minds and causing them stress. But those who care about families and marriage are going to triumph. And they're coming into their reward. These third wheel enemies are stuck in their pride. They have no loyalty. They have no loyalty. They are just a bunch of robbers. Their goals, they're just a bunch of robbers. Their goals were to cause loneliness for people who made merit. And to do freaking death magic on them. Or maybe they're fighting now because their magic is, maybe it's over. Maybe it's causing them a death. I don't know. They're in an illusion. They're in their head for sure. Oh. They're in their head for sure. And you are having sweet dreams. Man, you had your share. They gave it to you. You had your share. And now it's their turn to experience the nightmare. Death. Failure. And you have a promise. There's a new promise regarding families. They're getting the message. The message is coming out. This official person is making it. Yes, because they're concerned over high honor children. High honor innocent folk, innocent children. They're facing imprisonment. And these lovers are getting married. Oh, main female, there you are. Going on a journey, getting unexpected income. Yeah, on the distant horizons. Things are looking up. These ones want to escape. They want to escape this. They want to escape this fate. They didn't think it was going to turn out this way. They feel unappreciated. They did all this work, but none of it was about love. And they're upset because nobody had any appreciation for it. You may still be trying to heal. People are gossiping. But there's still hope. Oh, somebody likes you. Somebody knows what you've been through. Somebody knows what these limited beings did. And on this deck, we've got the Five of Cups. So there's a sorrow and there's moving on. Moving away from this Two of Cups. Because these Two of Cups are moving into truth. Partnerships, marriages, and connections are moving into mental clarity. These ones who have the gift, who are the gift, who have the spiritual inheritance, they're moving into, oh man, the way it's supposed to be. All right, and that's what I got for you. Sorry about the format here, but hopefully the next time it'll work out. And I'm just grateful that the camera didn't shut off before I finished. I'll see you on the next one, everybody.